Let's get into some homosexual news. So I know the children gagged yesterday when they saw this news done circulated that Jussie Smollett got a man at home. Shout out to A-Boy. But yeah, Justin got him a new man, any man, a black man, and a man who y'all thought wasn't into black men. But yes, Karamo Brown is out here hunching Jussie Smollett. So shout out to y'all. I do have a video that we're gonna get to in a second. Wait, where is it? Is that it? Is that her? No, here she is. So yeah, shout out to Karamo and Jussie because here's the thing. Okay, so the pictures came out before I even saw the interview. I actually watched the interview that Karamo did with Carlos King this morning. I'm glad I watched it. It was a good interview. If y'all get around to watching it, definitely check it out because he gets into a assortment of things. He talks about, in addition to the relationship, he is dating a celebrity. He didn't mention who. He did make a joke that it was Wayne Brady, though. And Carlos did kind of have a bit of a cackle, you know, how extra she could be. But he talks about the tumultuous relationship he had with the Queer Eye guys. He also mentions like how he got on The Real World, that it was by accident, it was not intentional, that he was protesting The Real World. I mean, he was protesting MTV at the time before he got cast on the show, and how he even got on Queer Eye. The fact that it was manifestation, it was, you know, hitting this one up, be like, because they already cast the thing before he even got on it. He also talks about what people were saying. Karamo is not here for black men because y'all seen him out here dating other races. But he explains, he was like, I get why y'all was feeling that way. And I love when black men, particularly black queer men, come up and like, yeah, I acknowledge the fact that I could see why y'all felt the way y'all felt in regard of seeing me out here dating white dudes. But he gave a reason about it. And I totally was like, you know what? I see why. I totally get it. And what he said was, when he went on The Real World, and he was like the first openly gay black man, whatever, and all the things that he was doing on there, you already know like how a lot of the men will go into the clubs or the cast will go to clubs and this, that, and the other. When he was like, oh, I used to go to tracks back in the day, I used to go to all the gay establishments, and I used to be getting my life up in them places. So then, of course, being on the show and him going on there being open about who he is and being an openly gay black man and trying to uplift the community, when he would go to these places, you have to deal with, at that time, you're dealing with a lot of black men, particularly because of the church and a lot of things that black people are indoctrinated with us hating on being openly queer, that they didn't want him in those spaces. They were asking him not to show up. There were black people that were distancing themselves from Karamo. So while he's out here trying to uplift the community and give a face and a voice for black gay men, those same men didn't want to be around him because they were not ready to come out and live in their truth. So the white clubs and the white establishments were like, hey, come on over here. We like you. We accept you. And what people have to really look at is the nuance of that, where a lot of times when the black establishments don't accept us, but y'all will sit up there, be quick to give money to the blacks that don't even like y'all ass, to these these establishments, like Bussy mad ass somebody, he was giving money to come perform at a gay establishment and turned it down. And then you got Kaya, who has made many a comment about gays and trans. Y'all gave her money to show up at Black Pride, but y'all don't. So the self-hatred within the situation of black queer people is deep. And so them getting into those conversations, it was interesting in regards to that. And so he talks about that. The fact that, yeah, so when his own community started to abandon him and it started to affect him with being lonely and being ostracized and his own community not want to mess with him, he had to look to outside races for that comfort. When he was always about dating black men and setting them. So a lot of times we need to look at our own people before we be so and look within the mirror of our own shit before we start running off and trying to paint a picture on, oh, you're a coon, or you're this, or you're that. Maybe have a conversation with these people to have these things. So I'm glad that Carlos King brought that up and brought that to the forefront, because these are conversations, in my opinion, that need to be had. And in addition to all of that, he did open up about his relationship and said he in love and he the one. So it kind of made me wonder, because based on this, remember a couple of weeks ago, wasn't even that long ago, I told about it on the show. Jussie Smollett broke up with his fiance that he met on the set of the movie that Christmas movie with Vivica Fox that he directed. So, and they said they've been dating a while. So that probably means that maybe Jussie and I don't know how they met, but Jussie and Karamo probably got in a room together. There was chemistry, sparks flew, and Jussie probably I don't think was happy in the relationship that he was with, and found his equal because Karamo said they don't argue. Like they're on equal footing about everything. He also said that, and I've been saying this for years, buying home ownership is a scam. It's like I'm spending more money trying to do repairs on my own house than but rent down, and that's what I said. Owning a home is a vanity product. It's like a vanity flex. It's like, oh, I did that. I was able to afford my own place, and having a house is, the whatever. But I will rent till I'm blue in the face. I would rather rent because if anything goes down in my place, bring. I got this little leakation happening up in here. Can y'all come over and fix this? I ain't got time to be calling no damn plumber to be coming over to fix whatever. I'm calling the super and having them send whoever over to come deal with this situation. Come in, fix what you got to fix, and get out. I don't care. I will rent. I don't need to buy because I know how I am. I've always lived the life of a nomad where I will just pick up my shit at any time. Like when my lease is up, I'm choosing not to renew. I'm gonna find something else and I'm gonna move somewhere else. Like I'd rather do that instead of being like, now I gotta find somebody that's gotta buy this house off me, and then they're talking about, oh, the price is ridiculous. I'm stuck with this property. So yes, it's all a scam. Don't believe the hype of home ownership. But I know this was a long-winded thing, but I was just so engulfed and fascinated by this full interview. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes or something. It might be shorter. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. It was a really good interview. Definitely check it out. But in the meantime, before I go, I do want to play y'all a clip of him talking about his relationship, because he was in a relationship with a guy named Jabari Red. And he called up the engagement, and they said in the last couple of weeks and was saying that so the movie was called The Last Holiday, and it came out in 2024, which he directed, and Miss Ma'am was in it, and then Vivica Fox, and then Karamo was in a relationship with this guy, a white dude by the name of Ian Jordan, and they split in 2020. So maybe since then, Karamo just been out here laying alone and spreading wide. And he also said because he a Scorpio that he a freak. So Jussie, I hope you be using your butt plugs on a daily basis because you're gonna have to keep that coochie scratched. So anyway, let's play the clip and we're gonna come back and talk. Please hold.
No, you are dating a black man. And you can tell me when to stop because I'm not gonna reveal his identity. That's your story to tell. He is a celebrity.
I am dating a celebrity.
And I wasn't gagging that you were the black man. I was gagging because of his identity. So after I gagged, and I said this to the both of you guys, I said, oh, bitch, y'all about to break the motherfucking internet. Because you two are such a beautiful couple.
Thanks.
And it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. He is, I've always said this about him to people. He is a sweetheart. And he and I aren't like the best of friends or anything, but when you are in these spaces, you run into the same people. And what I will always, but no, you are dating a black man. I always say about that man, I would be on the red carpet doing my thing, and he would be like, and I'd be like, hey, he's like, you good? I'm like, I'm great. He's like, tell my friends to say hi because we got mutual friends. And he's always just been a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I know you have had experiences being unlucky in love.
Yes.
Do you think he's the one?
I know it. I'm 100% sure. I could get emotional. I've met my equal. And it's powerful when you meet someone who you feel 100% safe with, you feel 100% secure with, who you can just trust with your heart because they are just a great human being and they get everything. It's special. It's pretty amazing. And that's the reason why
always say about that man.
We're taking it slow and not taking it slow. We're not taking it slow. We are deep in love. Yeah. But why we are not publicly yet, because we don't want comments. You know what I mean? And so we are protecting the love we have, because, I do believe this is going to be my husband. I believe this is going to be my forever person. I feel it every single day. We don't have any arguments. Everything is just easy. And not saying that we don't have discussions, but everything is just easy. We just get each other. It's constant laughter. It's constant love. It's just constant everything.
As much as I do believe that the world deserves representation in all forms, as your friend, I will selfishly say, keep it quiet as long as you can.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? Like, because what I witnessed, I was like,
So yeah, there's that. And then there's this picture of him touching his face and all this other stuff. And I remember I was hearing people say too, like, and they did reference Dana a lot of time, Latifah, in the conversation, where it was like, Latifah's never really hidden the fact that she was a lesbian, that whenever she would walk around in different spaces, you would always see her with her girlfriends. She was never really hiding her sexuality and all this other stuff. She was always living in her truth. Although there were times I was like, not really. I mean, she may have been doing it like privately, whatever. If you ever saw Latifah out, yes, she was with her girls. But if you were in public and stuff, there would be certain things where she was talking about boyfriends and this, that, and the other. So she was playing that up a little bit. But for the most part, we all knew, because, child, I would see her down at the pier with a new girlfriend every damn week in the passenger side of her car. So Latifah was legendary out in these streets. And shout out to her. And I love the fact that she keeps her relationship private, and she wants y'all to know what she wants y'all to know when she wants you to know it. And I think that they should just keep it with this whole situation with their relationship too. If you want to be out here living your life like it's golden as a couple, and you don't want everybody up in your business, it's like, yeah, we ain't trying to hide it. We be walking down the street, we be going shopping, we buy groceries, whatever. And if y'all wondering, because there were people that would say who the top and who the bottom. First of all, who knows? They might, or people saying they bumming pocketbooks and all the other stuff. I was reading the comments, but I guess if you really want to know, Karamo does say in the interview that he is the type of guy that wants to pay all the bills, that will open the door for you, that want to take care of his significant other. So that seems to be, if Jussie is okay with that, then that'll be the relationship that they have, that Karamo wants to be the breadwinner. And that might come from the side of him being Caribbean. That it's like, he is the dominant figure in the relationship. And if that's something that he could live with, and be like, well, I don't want to be on equal footing, that I got to pay half the bill, whatever, that my man going to, first of all, I didn't have my own fuck you money, because God forbid anything happen in this relationship, I got to be able to flee. But then again, maybe there's a way for Jussie to still be out here doing his singing like he was doing. Oh, what was that note that he hit? The other day, I'm trying to see, damn, if I can find that video. But yeah, so shout out to y'all relationship and things of that nature. I can't find the thing, and it's not that serious anyway. But let's read what some of the homosexuals is saying over in the gay magazine comments. So, hey, do dirty, and I didn't believe Jussie broke up with JR, but I like this. They both understand the assignment. Not just Armo. Jackie Reed said, this makes me happy. Jussie deserves joy. And a lot of people like bringing up his past convictions. I was like, look, there have been people out here that did 10 times worse, and y'all still don't hold that shit over their head. But anyway, what else might I say? Oh, respectfully, we need to unpack gay men moving on from a serious relationship so fast. You can't possibly be whole if you really was in love. No shade. So a lot of people are just feeling like, he moved on to not the both parties are black. Y'all need to get off that shit. With the whole, well, black men should only be with black men. But I do understand why people feel the way that they feel, because of the lack of black male representation in media. And Karamo addresses that. How a lot of times there are plenty of people that are in same sex, same gender loving, black on black, same gender loving relationships. and they don't get represented. So a lot of that has to do with our media too, because they were saying, and Carlos and him addressed it, was like they purposely don't showcase a lot of black on black gay queer relationships, and it's like we need to highlight those. We need to show that those relationships exist, so that way we don't have these same little comments being made, oh look, and they're black, or the accusation that the only way that you as a black gay performer can get any kind of success is if you date someone of the opposite race, that you have to date a white man. And we do see a lot of that too, because I don't like when a lot of you black folks out here, whether you a sissy or you a heterosexual, we all run around here and you decide the only way that you can have any kind of love, success, or accolades is that you got to tear down your own community to uplift white folks. You don't need to do all of that, because now I'm gonna look at you as a damn coon. So a lot of people out here are surprised at those are true, but I do understand. It's like, well, did Jussie heal himself before he decided to jump in another relationship? Because child, you don't want to be the Jennifer Lopez of gay relationships. Somebody said Jussie and Karamo, if everybody want to be the girl, who is going to be the don't do that. Well, you know, some people's like, who doing the bending? Well, I told you who allegedly doing the bending. Then I am the Queen of Shade said, I see you in the last slide. Oh, wait, what was the last slide? The cha-cha slide. Okay. Look how he looking at him. Wait, who it is? Oh, he said they was at the Native Son of what? Yeah, he definitely like that. That pussy is puckering. The way Jussie looking at him longingly, like, ooh, I can't wait for you to tear these guts up. But Karamo, I love you. Them cheeks is distracting. And then of course Carlos King up in here advertising his interview. And they said, so Jussie ain't engaged no more. Another person said, I want to support this. If Jussie, well, they said Jesse, but it's Jussie. If Jussie didn't just get out of engagement, I would believe it. But it seemed like it's a PR stunt on both of them to get media attention. I hope they prove me wrong. Hope they having fun genuinely. Don't mind me. So yeah, everybody's out here, but I thought he was engaged with somebody else. Like, what happened? Or the fact that some people think it's a PR stunt. And I understand, like, they're talking about that. Well, Karamo said he wants to protect his relationship. He didn't want to make a big deal out of it because people are going to come out here and make their comments. But regardless of whether or not we knew about it or whatever, people was going to say and feel how they was going to feel. And it is what it is. Don't let that define your relationship. But we'll just have to see how long this lasts, and if it is a real relationship and not a publicity stunt, as some people believe. But anyway, I want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story? Do you believe in this relationship between Karamo Brown and Jussie Smollett? And can you see them walking down the aisle and getting married Taylor Swift style in the future? I mean, I don't see them getting married at Madison Square Garden, but do you see them getting married? So whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.